Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 4 video. Today I want to show you my Season 1 character, which is a mage, or more in particular a frost mage, like similar to the build I was running before or like testing out, and yeah, I decided to make this my main character for Season 1, and it's actually quite good and it plays way better than before, like way better than before the season or pre-season patch dropped. So let's just go ahead and clear this stronghold together and see how it performs. Kind of going in half blind in here. I mean, I have cleared other strongholds before. I don't know how this is gonna go. And then we go over the skills, abilities, and items in just a moment. I haven't really acquired much legendaries yet. Actually, I haven't acquired any legendary up until level 25 or 30 or something. And I got some aspects. Also, the season journey has a good aspect for Frozen Orb in it, which is very, very nice. We are on World Tier 2 also, which is kind of amazing, I think, because I remember like before I had kind of trouble in World Tier 2
Smaller growths are protecting the larger ones.
with my previous Frozen Orb Sorc build. What do you want me to do here? Slay all Sanguine Knights. Okay, I can do that. You will see me sometimes using Frost Nova just on the spot. Cannot stop here, they are respawning. That's too bad. And we still have some resource management issues, kinda. Sometimes we are really popping off without any trouble, which is very nice. But sometimes we are on the low end of mana because we don't have like the best resource aspects yet, or the best rolls on them. But it's been fairly alright. Look at this, it's just exploding, like so many frozen explosions. It's awesome. And when we're lucky, we have some procs that resets our defensive skills. These are level 44 on World Tier 2, remember that. Because it's a stronghold, it's always +2 levels or higher. We are not the mid level yet. I forgot what to do here. I think I need to cleanse some sort of connection here. It's here, right? And then here. Yep, now it's vulnerable. I just love to spend Frozen Orb, and this is only gonna get better with like Paragon points, with like better aspects that give me more or better resource management, because we still have to use some basic attacks here and there, which is kind of annoying and breaks a little bit of the flow. But keep in mind, this is a leveling build, this is not fully stacked legendaries. We have a fair bit of legendary aspects, but all in all, not too bad. So let's take a look. What do we got here? Abilities first. Gonna take a look in here. So we got 1 point into Frostbolt, 1 to enhance Frostbolt, and 1 to glinting Frostbolt. And again, this is because we're still using basic attacks. I think we will always use them, maybe. I hope there's some point in the future where we don't need it anymore, but we will see about that. Then Frozen Orb, maxed out of course, together with Enhanced Frozen Orb and Greater Frozen Orb, which has a fairly decent proc chance of getting vulnerable on the enemies. That's not bad. And frozen enemies always are vulnerable by getting hit from the Frozen Orb's explosion. Then we have 1 point into Ice Armor and 1 point into Enhanced Ice Armor, giving us a little bit of this mana regeneration. Maybe Mystical Ice Armor would be not too bad. I haven't really looked into these two yet, but maybe later on. And yeah, put 1 point out of this. This right now doesn't proc so often because our critical strike chance isn't as high than later when we can min-max our gear. But this gives us the chance to reset the cooldown of one of my defensive skills, which are Ice Armor and Frost Nova. Frost Nova, of course, is great when when enemies are close. Together with Enhanced Frost Nova and Mystical to get more vulnerable. And there might be an argument for going Shimmering even, but sometimes the vulnerable hasn't procced yet from Frozen Orb, so this is also nice. But maybe I need to toy around with this. Kind of cool to get more mana. And then Ice Blades 4 to 5, I want to put another point if I level up. These are great because they also have a decent lucky hit chance. I feel like they nerfed the lucky hit chance because I remember this lucky hit chance was really high. So I don't know what's happening here. And they also have a chance to make the enemy vulnerable. They also reduce their cooldown by themselves when it hits a vulnerable enemy, and 20% of the cooldown reductions also apply to other skills. So this is a nice loop that we have here together with Ice Blade's enchantment, which gives me a free Ice Blade for every 40 seconds in cooldowns I spend. So Ice Blades will be conjured by using my cooldowns like Frost Armor, Frost Nova and Ice Blades themselves, while also when attacking reducing the cooldown on all those three skills. So that's a nice little loop that I really like. And other than that, let's go out of the skill assignment. We have Precision Magic for more lucky hit chance. I think this is kind of obvious. I mean, lucky hit is really good, especially with Frost, so everybody gets this, right? Line Animals 1 point and then 3 into Protection for more Barrier, because we see later also on the gear we have some stuff that interacts with Barrier, which is pretty nice. Icy Veil for more Barrier duration, because this only lasts for 3 seconds, and this at least gives it a little bit more leeway. I'm not sure if this is really that good, because 15% is kind of on the low end. I hope they buff it a little bit, maybe in the next patch. Then we have a stacked up Blizzard with Enhanced and Wizard's Blizzard. So what you want to do is first cast Blizzard and then cast your Frozen Orbs because they will cost less mana. I guess we need this now because of our mana issues. Maybe we need it also later, we will see. Other than that, we don't have anything else in the Mastery. And then for ultimate skills, we don't have any ultimate skill, but we have these sweet passives, more increased damage to elites, with Frost skills, increased damage to chilled enemies, increased damage to frozen enemies, and lucky hit that cold damage against vulnerable enemies has a chance to generate mana. So this is pretty nice. Also, I'm gonna probably get this later on when I have more levels and more points to spend. And then we have Avalanche. On a lucky hit, we have up to 10% chance with our Frost skills to make the next cast of Frozen Orb or Blizzard consume no mana and deal 40% increased damage. Chances double against vulnerable enemies, so that's pretty nice. Always like a free cast with extra damage, it just feels very good. There's an argument for Shatter, haven't played around with it too much, but I just like Avalanche. And I want that legendary power that gives me another stack on this, so if it procs you get 2 free casts. I haven't found that yet, but it will be amazing. Speaking of, let's go over the character real quick. I just found these along in the world, you know, and then there's some collective power stuff. So I found this is always nice. Taking direct damage has a chance to reset cooldown for one of my defensive skills. It's always nice to have. A barrier when damaging elite, of course, is nice. And also Frozen Orb stays in place. This is mandatory for more damage for Frozen Orb. This is only a rare with ranks to Blizzard. Here, this is also nice. Lucky hit chances increased by up to 20%, but I have a barrier active, very important. And this doesn't help us at all. I need to imprint something else. Here I have restore primary resource when I crowd control enemy, because I'm constantly crowd controlling enemies, which is nice. The heart doesn't really do much, I think. I don't really see it. I just put it in because I had it, but there you go. And then using a cooldown restores mana, which is very nice because, again, we have this loop of using our cooldowns, and more cooldown reduction will even improve that loop. I like the Devious Heart, which gives me 7 or up to 8% increased resource generation. I don't know how effective it is, and the resource draining effects are less effective. Doesn't really help us at all. So, but these are the hearts that I'm finding, so there's nothing else. I think there are more on upper world tiers. And also here, when I cast a Blizzard, there will be ice spikes, so Blizzard does more damage in total. And for each unique element I deal damage with, I get 10% increased damage, so it's just ice. So I get 10% damage flat out, which is nice. And that was the heart I found, so... There you go. So we talked about everything. You want to look out for lucky hits, or wand is preferably the best choice here, and then cooldown reduction as well, and then like Frozen Orb, legendary power, which you now get in this season, which is very nice in chapter 1, or no, sorry, in chapter 2, you get the aspect of Frozen Orbit. So if you're playing season, go through the season journey and try to get this, because this is very, very nice to use for this build. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you like this small video about this build. It's already been 11 minutes. I'm sorry about that, but there's always so much to talk about in terms of abilities. And I will update you further. I'm very, very excited how it will evolve, especially with Paragon and other legendary powers, because right now it really feels very good. It feels better than before, and there's two reasons for that. They upped the enchantment here. Frozen Orbit Explosion has a 30%. Whenever I cast a non-basic skill, I have a 30% chance to launch a Frozen Orbit at a nearby enemy. This was 20% before the patch, so this is a straight up buff. Great, and it feels better, way better. And also Ice Blades, when I cast them, previously there was like this small delay before I could do anything else again, and there was a bug fix on that made it more fluid, so I can just walk after casting or cast after casting. There's no more this casting delay, which feels great. So two major things that help this build out, along like minor things, like I guess more frost damage and stuff on the gear, but like overall, this feels great. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what you're playing for Season 1. Goodbye, good luck, have fun, goodbye. Yeah, messed that up. Bye-bye.